get them under there. Y'all know we get them under there. You feel me? We're gonna get them under there so you can understand what Captain Planet really represented. We're gonna talk about some of the voiceovers, the characters. We go, oh shit, yeah, it was right there like the whole time. The whole Captain Planet cartoon is damn near based around the information presented right here in this cosmic university. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna crochet it together. We're going to crochet the metaphysical information together today to make it make sense. We're going to attach it back so you can understand that this was not a cartoon, and you can understand who put it out, why they put it out, and why it only ran 6 seasons and they snatched it off. And they don't show this type of stuff to the new generation, to the new Blue Crystal Bay. They ain't like my daughters and them don't know shit about no Captain Planet. They don't know who the fuck that was, never heard of, never seen him. You get what I'm saying? Don't know nothing about his story, his sagas, his journeys, the Planeteers, none of that. You feel what I'm saying? They don't put that out there no more. Just like they don't show you the Cosby Show anymore. It's about divine cosmic love, and today we talking about divine cosmic love. Okay, so all that is it go together today. It go together. All right, it go together. So before we really get into it, let's get this vibration right. 4 sets of 3. So the first set, 3 sets of 4. 4 sets of 3. Is it 3 sets of 4? It's 4 sets of 3. It's 4 sets of 3. Okay? And I think it's 3 sets of 4. I think it's 3 sets of 4. Yeah, it's 3 sets of 4. Okay? Yeah, it's 3 sets of 4. All right? we smoked one before we got going, y'all. So forgive me. Forgive me. Look, it's 3 sets of 4. You hear me? Now, so what we doing? Okay. So for the first set, is north, east, south, west. Okay, directions. 3 sets of 4 directions. Second set, okay, the elements: water, fire, earth, or Mother Gaia. I'm gonna use Mother Gaia today. That's another one of the names they like to play with. It's an ancient name though, but Mother Gaia, Planet Kai, Tiamat. Okay, and then the last one is wind. Okay. And then on the very last set, we do it to, that's when we go into the chemical levels. It's a chemical level or the quantum physics of everything. Okay, so that's when we're dealing with the 4 phases of matter. So that's really physics going into quantum physics. So why do we want to tap into matter? The 4 phases: solids, liquids, gases, plasma, energy. Because when you're dealing with the physical realm, which is what we're living in, anytime when you want to connect to elemental beings, or you want to really connect to the energy around you, or the ashe, as we say ashe around you, you have to understand that you are spirit and electricity. Electricity and magnetism, spirit and soul, ensnared in this flesh. So you're still in the physical, right? You're in the physical realm. Each realm has its own laws. Like the spiritual realm has its rules and its laws. The physical realm has its rules and its laws. Okay, so Planet Kai, this planet Kai, or that you know today as Earth, has its laws. Okay, but it's when you land in this on this planet that we know as Earth today, right? Which is really Planet Kai, Tiamat. Okay, when you come to this plane of existence, you are on the physical plane. But you got the physical plane, the spiritual plane, you have a mental plane of existence, okay? And beings, all right, of energy can exist on each level. So when we starting off with the sound bowl and we want to push the vibration to all forms of our physical reality. So that's the purpose of us tapping in. That's why we say the third set is for solids, liquids, gases, and plasma energy, okay? Solids, liquids, gases, plasma energy. Solids, liquids, gases, plasma energy. That's actually everything around you that you see when you're talking about physical. When you touch it, it's solids. The liquids you see, the things you drink. The gas, that's the air you feel. The plasma energy is the power behind everything that's going on around you. Okay?
Thanks.
So, first set. That's north. Second set. South.
Hear the resonation.
elements.
Amen.
That's water, that's fire, that's earth or Kai, last but not least, that's air. Now for the four phases of matter. Sending nothing but positive energy to all of the beings that exist on the solid realms. Because some beings you can see, like yourself, and there's beings that exist on the solid realm that you have not seen before. Because their vibration is lower than what you can see with the two retinas, unless you use the pineal gland, which is the third eye, the all-seeing eye, to see things clearly for what they truly are past the fake facade of the physical form. Okay, that's what tapping into the pineal gland does for your spirit and your soul. You get to see things with your spiritual eye, and the spirit and soul cannot be fooled, for the soul know all truths. The soul was here since the beginning, when Source was created. All right, so remember that. Liquids, all the beings existed in liquid formats or formations, or the aquatic beings. All right, it's a bunch of elemental beings or tribes that are part of the liquid families. All right, one of our ancestors named Ocean is one of them. All right, he was considered a Titan. They made fun of his story and called him a Titan in Greek mythology. His name is Ocean. Right, trapped in the Bermuda Triangle right now, which is what the Bermuda Triangle even is. I talked about that in one of the past lectures right here on this university, on this YouTube channel. Scroll back and look at my lecture on the Bermuda Triangle. All right, this is for the gas realms. Now that the frequency is set, reflection, prepare for our light meditation. All right. Prepare for our slight meditation. So y'all know what we do before every lecture, all right, all 2022, because we want to really get everybody accustomed to going within, tapping within themselves. So we like to do this like light meditation. So we be like about 6 minutes before the lectures, because that allows us to connect to one another, right? Because we here as the soul tribe, all right? We know we have enemies amongst us, but we not worried about no enemies because we got the ancestors with us. All right, we got our cosmic family with us. We got our protection with us on all levels. You feel me? But more importantly, what's it's imperative that you understand that when we do this, we connected and we pulling on each other's energy. All right, and we also calling in our ancestors. We calling in that ancestral energy. So that's what we do during this meditation, because we have a lot of ancestors and a lot of spiritual families, a lot of hierarchies that are here on our behalf, that have been around and know what's going on in this war since the beginning, since it first kicked off with us and Satan, aka Zeus, which he has many names, right? Prometheus, Marduk, Enki, and Enlil in the Sumerian text, Odin in Norse mythology, Yaqub, right, in some of the Muslim stories, Jacob, Jesus, and Satan in the Bible. Zeus in Greek mythology. He has many names. He has many names. This is how he fooled the whole world that he didn't exist. So when we do this, man, when we meditate right before every lecture, you have to understand that when we talk like this, and we talk on this frequency, we are opening ourselves up to be attacked by malevolent beings, by malevolent entities, okay, that exist on different planes and lower frequencies and seek to harm us and pull us into this shadow realm, or this shadow world, if you want to call it, through attacking you through thought, through psychic attacks, through attacking your vibration, all right, to feeding off your energy. So you got to understand that this is why it's important that us as carbonated beings, aboriginals, the indigenous ones to this land, that we need to get back home, which is tapping in with our ancestors, like our ancestors, the motherfuckers that look like us. You get what I'm saying? And really understanding what your roots is, what our culture is. It's in our culture. We are magical beings. We are multidimensional beings. We one with these candles. We know how to manipulate fire and water and air. We one with all of the elements in nature. You feel me? We have a certain vibration that we naturally feed off of. We never competed with each other. We never abused one another. There was no fighting. There was no competition. That's a lie when they're telling you that that's how we was. We wasn't like that. We are ancient beings. All right, whatever we think, whatever we say, is gonna manifest on every single level, every single time, because this is who we are and what we are. All right, so it's imperative that you know what I'm saying, you take on that energy of like, okay, this is my planet and the power is mine. Like we're gonna get to today, the power is yours. That was one of Captain Planet's favorite sayings in the cartoon. The power is yours, right? So yeah, we don't talk about it. The power really is yours. All right, you are connected to this planet. You are more powerful than you think you are, but you're not tapping into your divinity. You're not walking in your purpose because you're dealing outside of the frequency of that you're supposed to be on. All right, that you were supposed to be on. We're supposed to be into crystals. We're supposed to be into candle work. We're supposed to be into connecting with nature and the herbs and the insects. And all of that, living off the land. That's what we going back to. This is why we say the Kundalini energy is rising. And because we the last generation. You get what I'm saying? We the last generation. So now for the human beings, you don't really have ancestors like that. I mean, you have forefathers. You have individuals that lived, right, and walked in this flesh like you walking now. But when I say ancestors, we have primordial energy. The aboriginal beings of this land, which is all your so-called Black and Latino people, we have primordial energy. We are connected to this land on a deeper level that words can't even conjure up. And it's not just this land. We connected to Mars, Pluto, Venus, Mercury, every planet, every element, every dimension, every vortex, every galaxy, every intergalactic gateway, intergalactic highway. You know, we ain't gotta burn portals into the cosmos trying to get to other planets. That's what these reptilians did. That's what the program CERN is about. That was created by the royals and the different governments that exist today. All right, if you look up the program CERN, CERN, was all about them burning a hole and creating basically a tunnel or a highway from this planet back home to their planet, with their home planet, which is NERV. Okay, we ain't gotta do that. Like, we one with the cosmos. We don't have to rip wormholes into the atmosphere, the stratosphere to travel anywhere. We could do that going right here. Just activating our curve. See, a lot of things about the Aboriginal beings, you got to understand that a lot of things that you are capable of, you have never activated. Just like in Captain Planet. In order to bring Captain Planet in, they had to activate him. You got to activate. You get what I'm saying? It's one thing to know. First off, a lot of us don't know. So then that's the whole battle, knowing. Then once you remember, so now that you do know, now that's the second step. The third step is actually activating what you know and applying it to you. You know what I'm saying? Applying that connection, that spiritual connection. So when we go into this meditation that we're finna do right now, because we talking on a spiritual level. We talk about Mother Gaia, aka Planet Kai today. We talk about Captain Planet, which is an elemental warrior that was summoned by the Planeteers. All right, it get a lot deeper than just some blue guy with a motherfucking green mullet on a goddamn cartoon. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even waste my energy sitting there talking about him if that's all he was. You feel what I'm saying? All right, so this the mudra we doing. For those who don't know what mudras are, because this your first time catching a live lecture, that's cool. But mudras are basically when you hold because each finger represents an element. Each finger is connected to an element. They don't teach us this, once again, because we are divine beings, right? We are Aboriginal, so we are everything. You feel me? We are everything. So they never taught us what your fingers really represent and how they connected and why do you have 5 fingers, 5 phalanges to begin with. You know, that number 5 is a powerful number, but it's a magical number, right? Well, that's what we call esoteric. When you talk, it's an esoteric thing because it aligns with metaphysics, which is things that science can't really prove metaphysics. They can't really prove metaphysics. They don't know how to expound upon that topic too heavy, you know, without leaving it at making it seem like modern science makes it seem like metaphysics is just like, you know, some made up shit. You know, they only go so far when they're not even telling you to have. So the mudra that we're using is the crown chakra mudra. All right, because like I say, we remembering. We're gonna use this cartoon, which we're gonna decode, to further remember who we are today. But when we talk about Captain Planet, you're talking about a cartoon that made fun of us on the metaphysical and the esoteric level, right? That's what you're talking about. That's what you're dealing with. So I'm gonna need us to do this move, okay? We're doing the one with the pinkies up. Basic crown chakra move, the pinkies up, thumbs closed like this. That's how we going. Right here with it again today. I was gonna say let's go solar plexus, but we don't need to generate no willpower for this type of lesson. I want us all, you know, while we in this slight meditation, feel these drums. I like playing this one on YouTube because it has the right instruments for your soul. It has all the instruments that you need to really channel that ancestral energy. You have to feel, all right, to feel the energy of what we are, because each instrument aligns with your organs. That's why they call them organs, all right? So, y'all, we starting right here. I know the move. So, before we play it, let me light the candles. Okay, so because we're talking about Captain Planet and the Planeteers, okay? The blue candle represents the element of water. The red candle represents the element of fire. The green candle represents the element of Mother Gaia, or Planet Kai, or Earth. All right. The white candle represents the element of air. The pink candle represents the element of divine cosmic love, okay? Which is the pure form of love.
Primordial love. The love that allowed us to exist.
So,
got my little son right here too. I know y'all heard him screaming and shit. Changing his damn diaper. Little fat man. Got my baby. See our brother right there? You see our brother right there, man? Say Rashad. Say Rashad. Say what's up, Rashad. Say what's up, Rashad. Say hi. Oh, he say hey.
all right. And thus it shall be.
Mm-hmm. Come on, son.
We channeling all the energies of the most high vibrational spirits during this mini meditation. All right. Peace to the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. Got the frequency set, y'all.
Peace to all the guys and goddesses of planet Kai.
All right. So, we back. It's been like 2 weeks, you know.
So, let's see if we can get a different one. I don't think we can, though. Yeah, so give me a second right quick. Give me 1 second, guys and goddesses. Let's see what's going on. Cosmic. What does she say? State of cosmic.
Seek to label me a propaganda campaign, debauchery, modern day COINTELPRO.
Fuck this shit, you know what I'm saying,
It's open to everybody in the university, only fence. You know. Peace to the gods and goddesses of planet Kai, peace to the cosmic energy, always create elevation. Also, it's in peace to all the Haitian human beings, the Caucasians, Asians, Mexicans, Dravidians, and Arabs. As you know, this university is open to everybody in this university, only fence for peace. I'm coming to you to bring awareness to my situation. I'm not asking for any violence, just for us to move in peace, which is positive energy. Once again, it always creates elevation. Grand Rising Cosmic Family. I am aware that millions of souls who have not heard from me since April, so I'm writing this email to provide all of my students and supporters worldwide with an update personally from the horse's mouth. I have been detained since May 3rd. I am currently being held in Barrow County Jail, located in Winder, Georgia, about an hour and a half north of the city of Atlanta, Georgia, which is where I reside along with my wife and kids. Rashad Jamal has always been very transparent with his audience, and I made the public aware of the charges placed against me last September of 2021 in a live lecture I did called Dirty Couch, in which I exposed the lies and fabrications placed upon my character. The live video has since been deleted and mysteriously removed. I would have spoke up sooner, but I'm only allowed out myself for 30 minutes a day, and I don't want anything to happen to me as well as my family. I don't want them to cut out our visit, so I haven't spoke out about what's going on and where I've been mistreated from the bond hearing down to my incarceration. None of us is free from falling in frequency while living in these avatars called bodies down here within this physical realm. The lie Zeus/Satan wants you to believe is that no one is perfect and that we are all born in sin. But this statement is to deceive you and ways of his kingdom and could be no further from the truth.
Damn.
We descend down into this material realm in complete perfection. But the moment upon our inception or birth, we are injected with nanobot technology and placed under light code lockdown of this matrix.
These is facts, nigga. It's an article online that's trying to basically say this nigga lying about this shit, bro. These is scientific facts, nigga.
Our minds through news outlets and the destruction of our temples, bodies through modern day medicines, and the list goes on. With that being said, I have made many mistakes in this lifetime since my reincarnation as I seek to ascend back to the state of perfection from which I came. I am a God, and all of my people, the Black and Latino people, are gods, and we were made in the image of our Creator. Therefore, I am an extension of her/them, and I am the creator and destroyer of my reality. So I take full responsibility for all events I have experienced during this lifetime, for this is what we call shadow work in the spiritual realm. But I have never and will never harm an innocent child or disrespect the source of all creation, which is the Anunnaki goddesses, aka the Black/Latino woman. This is nothing more than a scandal, a propaganda campaign, debauchery, modern day COINTELPRO being used to tarnish my name and to destroy my image and legacy, to turn not just my people but all people against me, so that they no longer accept my message. For we all know there is no worse title than to be labeled a rapist or a pedophile.
Exactly.
Speaking of message, what is my message? What does divine insight really stand for? My message is clear. I was sent back to this planet to enlighten and inform and increase the frequency of the planet and to help rid this planet of its parasitical invaders. I am one of the original 23 scientists, the 119th soul ever created, spiritual assassin, warrior for righteousness, protector of modern Ishvet, guardian of the gods. I came back to unite the gods with the humans and then unite the two with nature. For we are to love the animals and nature just as we love ourselves. Divine unity is the only way. The oppressors seek to label me a pedophile because I had the courage to speak out against them and expose their lies, plots, and plans within their satanic kingdom, as opposed to labeling me what I really am, which is a Black activist, scientist, philosopher, historian, philanthropist, author, revolutionary poet, and a public speaker working hard to raise the vibration of the collective consciousness. Moreover, I am not some radical or rambunctious pedophile, but I am a free thinker and a freedom fighter who speaks out against all forms of oppression, including white supremacy, police brutality, gun violence, black-on-black crime, the race war which puts the blacks versus the whites, sexism and the degradation of women/the goddess, the discrimination of the LGBT community, body shaming, and the discrimination against fat people. Kids who get bullied, and I'm also an advocate for the blue crystal baby/the youth of today who get judged and are misunderstood, as well as the elders of yesteryear who deserve the utmost respect for paving the way for everything taking place today. I speak out for all people, regardless of race, religion, sexual preference, or social status. In a world that thrives off negative energy and division, I stand for positive energy and unity. What is taking place with my situation is truly a travesty. I am being castigated for a crime I did not commit. I have had correctional officers tell me that if I use my social media platform to bring attention to what's going on, that they will take away my phone calls and visitation rights, which is the only way I'm able to check on my wife and kids who eat dearly. I thought we had the person in the right.
Yeah, but she might pull up and see him. She want to call, just keep him close. Like, you want to put the other lap in?
The fact of which I always stated in all my lectures that
she want to come in.
I got you.
Or the children.
Gotcha, this is her house. I'm just saying,
I'm recording the video, bro.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I got you.
I have to close the window because
I got you, bro.
I gotta hear it.
Got you.
With a black activist who does righteous things in the community. I was told that I would end up like Sandra Bland if I go public, which is the black activist who was found hung in her cell in Texas. This is also what took me so long to write this letter. I have paid almost $100K in legal fees trying to prove my innocence. I even had 2 lawyers turn on me. One lawyer, Gerald Briggs, who I trusted because he is the president of the Georgia NAACP, sold me into slavery because he was not subject to any of our evidence that my hearing, including over 100
I will. I'm recording, baby. All audio is being picked up, you feel me? All audio is being picked up.
My mom and wife to the stand, which he did not press, nor did he play any YouTube push or read a single recommendation letter. I had recommendation letters from the trusted him because I thought he was a black activist like myself, but I see I was wrong. The other lawyer, Ted Johnson, was paid $30,000 cash and was paid in full October 1st, 2021, but did not make an entry on my case until May 19, 2022. He did no work at all. He withdrew from my case July 15, 2022, with no refund. At least Gerald Griggs office did set up court dates and bond hearings on my behalf. The only thing I didn't like about Mr. Griggs is that he didn't fight hard for me at the bond hearing, which made me like a straight radical to the judge. But Mr. Johnson, however, did nothing. So basically, he sold $30,000 cash away from me and my family. Nevertheless, I wish them both the best of life. I am not able to go to the law library and work on my case because Federal County does not have one. And I would like to work on it. People sent me legal books in, but the jail will not even allow me to get them. This is the first jail I've been in where I can't have legal books. Moreover, the state is trying to rush my case to trial, and I'm still scrambling to put my legal team together. On top of that, the mother of my child who lied and put this false case on me is now saying that Zaza White, a child I took care of for 2 years, is now not my son. Meanwhile, I'm being slammed across social media, other so-called leaders in the community, except for a few, other than Rod Hayes and Spiritual Soul, Isis Wisdom, Black Magic 363. I appreciate all of them guys and goddesses. Other than that, most of the leaders don't have anything to say about it because they want to see my demise. And the evil, vindictive woman who put this case on me is being rewarded with interviews. But how about y'all, if y'all gonna interview, how about y'all ask her, why did she allow her oldest daughter to be caught in sex trafficking in 2018? And why has she been put under investigation with defects twice? The alleged victim in this case, she was put under defects investigation for beating her in 2018. How about y'all ask for that? How about y'all ask her how she's 40 plus years old, still living on Section 8? How about y'all ask her, how is it that just 5 months after putting this fake case on me, how are you out here catching cases with your oldest daughter? You're supposed to be teaching her right from wrong. She caught 2 felony cases November 2021, and they were for theft. So she's out here stealing. But, you know,
She's probably one of them girls in them damn videos.
Nevertheless, I'm not asking for any harm to come over there.
Store stealing shit and shit.
I wish all the best because the ancestors will always have the last laugh and everything happens in divine order. But let the record reflect. Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King, as well as JFK, spoke out against oppression and all ended up assassinated. Bar Marley spoke out through his music and he ended up with a needle filled with poison in his shoes. The Black Panther spoke out and all ended up dead or in jail. Left Eye spoke out and ended up dead in Honduras. Princess Diana spoke out and ended up dead in a car crash. Tupac spoke out and was gunned down in Vegas. Michael Jackson warned us some songs like, it don't matter if you're black or white, and they don't really care about us, when he was killed by his doctor and was labeled a pedophile before his career. Dr. Sebi spoke out by curing AIDS naturally and was jailed in New York. Nipsey Hussle tried to keep up Sebi work, and he was gunned down in L.A. Nick Cannon tried to pick up where Nipsey Hussle left off, and he lost his whole show. Cat Williams spoke out through his comedy, and he was labeled a crackhead and arrested the next 5 years over 20 times. Kanye spoke out and was placed under MK Ultra. Cosby tried to buy NBC and was later accused of raping over 50 women. Kobe Bryant spoke out and put a lawsuit against Big Pharma, and they crashed his helicopter with him and Gigi in it. Dave Chappelle spoke out and lost his show. Rashad Jamal spoke out, and now he gets falsely accused of child molestation. Let him who has eyes see clearly. Everyone who stands up against oppression either gets killed, falsely imprisoned, or they kill their image. I'm just bringing awareness to what's going on with my situation, and I'm just speaking honest facts like I always do, the esoteric truth. If you're going to interview the mother of my child, or you're going to believe anything she's saying, how about you look into her background? See what she's doing to help the community, help the planet, help the people, or better yet, help the kids in her house. Running all type of dicks in and out that house around my alleged son, who now all of a sudden, after a case is put on me, he isn't my son. I would like for the district attorney, who I don't have an issue with, but he should turn around and put the case on her. You charging the wrong person. But hey, this becomes the territory when you stand for what's right. Stand for what's right. I shouldn't have to sit here. I only get on myself 30 minutes a day. I haven't violated any of the jail rules. If I don't get a video visit, I'm not getting out. They won't let me have a cellmate at all. That's solitary confinement. Meanwhile, you have people in this jail who actually commit violations, and they go to the hole, and they go right back into population. I'm not getting the medical treatment I need. I'm not allowed to express my freedom of religion, which is EFI in a way, and spirituality, because they're forcing me to use toothpaste with fluoride in it. They won't give me any fruit. you know. But that's what I see clearly. U.S. Marshals pull guns on me and my kids. My bond was denied and I was called a cult leader. I'm not a cult leader. I stand for righteousness. We just merely give YouTube every Sunday. We give lectures every Sunday on YouTube and I have a website. There's nothing to code about that. But T.D. Jakes and Joel Osteen, they have millions of people in their congregation too, and they're not labeled cult leaders. Oh, let me get it, because they're teaching Christianity. So because I'm teaching about spirituality, I'm labeled a cult leader. But Joel Osteen, who has millions in his congregation, is not labeled a cult leader. Or how about these Catholic priests who get charged with molesting these boys, and they actually do it? This is a hearsay case. No physical evidence backs up anything in this case. But these Catholic priests, they actually get charged with molesting these little boys. They actually find DNA and everything. And guess what? They don't sit at home without a bond. They back in the pulpit the next Sunday. Or how about Deshaun Watson? He's been charged with over 26 women have came out and claimed sexual misconduct against him, but he's still allowed to run quarterback options for the Cleveland Browns every Sunday. But peace to the guys and guys for the planet high. Peace to all the high vibrational human beings. And if y'all never hear from me again, or if my video visits are taken, or they don't allow me to see my wife and kids, then y'all know that everything I said was true. Because right now I should have the right to freedom of speech to speak my mind. Now we rise, now leave as I come. I say.
I say, brother. That's the only thing. Yeah, this bitch has smoke, man. So, as y'all can see, my brother was falsely accused. This fellow God. And every video I post is to bring awareness to him and his situation and his family and the knowledge that he teach. Because we all know it internally. It's just all about tapping in. You got to do the shadow work. You got to do your own shadow work. Everybody is different. Everybody's path is not exactly the same. So we got to stay diligent and we got to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? This shit, man, that shit don't make no damn sense. But like I said, I'm a little, my energy flowing right now. And like I say, I enjoy meditating with y'all. You know what I'm saying? That was fun. Shit, I'm happy I was able to get the God on screen. And shit, I gotta go tend to some important things. So, peace to all the guys and goddesses of Planet Kai. The planet coming back to us. Now we rise. Stay dangerous, you feel me? Shit. I'll be back with another video.